Wow. So this is what it feels like to win a game. Obviously, that's an exaggeration. Liverpool literally won a few days ago against West Ham, but this was a very, very important win. Very, very important considering the things that have happened with Salah, Slot, the management, Salah feeling like people are breaking promises, Salah being dropped. The most important thing right now is Liverpool winning a game. That settles a lot of things. Not really settles, but like it reduces the drama a bit, gives us less reasons to think too much about what's happening at the club or on settled promises, as Salah has said. I'm not trying to say Salah isn't saying the right thing, but the drama right now and like having to pick a side between Liverpool's coach, Liverpool's management, and Mohamed Salah, who's a legend of the club, is not where Liverpool fans want to be. Liverpool fans just want to win games, and that's exactly what Liverpool did today. I mean, I think the first goal that Konate scored, I don't think it should have been given. And I know a lot of Liverpool fans are saying that no, it should have been given, like there was no intention or anything. I understand there was no intention, but it comes off it comes off Ekitike's arm. And without it going off Ekitike's arm, it's not going to Konate. So that header is not possible without that ball going off Ekitike's arm. So I do think that the right decision was made there, but I do think at the same time that the referee was not necessarily that good. There were some decisions he made for and against both teams. I'm like, open your eyes, brother. Like, open your eyes, man. But honestly, winning this game, I could see at the end, at the final like 15 minutes, Liverpool just looked like they wanted it a bit more. And Sobo's like, oh my goodness, thank you so much, man. You have been the star player for Liverpool all season, coming up clutch when we need you so much. And that penalty was so assured. I think it was a really silly penalty to give away from Inter. Like, what was the guy thinking? Like, why are you pulling Verts? Like, nothing is going to come out of that. He's probably even lost control of the ball. So, what was the point of that pullback? You just sold the game, man. You could see from Lautaro Martinez's reaction that it's like, bro, like, anyway, let me not get too dramatic. But I think that was a very, very silly penalty to give away. And kudos to Szoboszai for stepping up and being really assured with that pen. Fantastic pen. And I'm not even going to lie to you guys. After seeing how Liverpool have played over the past few months, I was still worried. Getting a penalty scored in the 88th minute, and you're like, yeah, we've won this game. No, I was not feeling that way at all. I was like, please, guys, how many minutes are they adding? And they added six. I'm like, oh no. I'm so worried. I was genuinely worried. But Liverpool just looked like they were calm. It just seemed like this was a game where they wanted to win. I'm not trying to say like it was a fantastic game. I'm not trying to say that everything went well. I think there were still some issues here and there with Liverpool's play, and it still doesn't look like Isak has settled properly. But I think it's just a matter of time, and I think people need to be a bit more patient. Now, what do I think about the whole game entirely? I think I hope that with this game, the momentum can continue to the next game and Liverpool can get a good result against Brighton. Brighton haven't been too bad this season, but Liverpool's quality should obviously show. I think the players are starting to play a bit better. They just looked a bit better than the other games today. I'm not going to say that it was perfect. I think there's still a lot to do. And I think Slot's job is still, I don't want to say on the line, but it's still on the line. But overall, I think it was a fantastic result. And like I said, I'm happy for that win because it takes the attention away from Salah and the drama behind Salah and everything that has to do with the whole being dropped situation and feeling like he needs to leave. Like I said, it's a very messed up situation, but I'm just happy that we got a win. And apparently, this is Inter's first loss at home in the Champions League since 2022. That is a very, 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 very big result for Liverpool. So I'm really happy about that. But speaking about another English team, Chelsea, what's going on? What is actually happening with Chelsea? I do not get it. Like, no win in the past four games. I thought things were looking good, with that draw against Arsenal, looking like, wow, okay, this team is a team you can take seriously. After the red card as well, still managing to find a way to get a draw against the league leaders. But then losing to, who was it they lost to? Leeds? Yeah, losing to Leeds 3-1 and then getting a draw again and then now losing to Atalanta. I mean, Atalanta have not even been fantastic this season. They're 12th in Serie A right now. But what's going on? Like, what is actually happening at Chelsea? You know, I mean, they were also leading. So how have they lost this game? I mean, I need to go and watch the highlights as well. But it looks like Charles de Ketelaere had a fantastic game. I think he got a goal and assist in that game. So really happy for him. He's a proper player on his day. And I'm really happy for him. And Skamaka scoring a goal as well, After that long injury hiatus he had, I'm really happy to see him get back in on the goals. And, a fantastic result for Atalanta, who really need to start winning more games because of how they've been playing overall this season. And with the new manager as well, like that's a fantastic result for them. And bouncing back from the loss that he had over the weekend, I think it was 3-1. Very, very shocking result as well. But happy for Atalanta. But Chelsea, you guys need to fix up, and you're going to play Everton next. Everton literally just won this weekend. Was it 3-0? So, Chelsea, you got to fix up, man. You have a lot to do, and you have to start showing us some other signs like of hope, because this is not looking good. No wins in the last 4. And it wasn't that you had a red card in all 4 games. I mean, you guys are red card and Chelsea are like this at this point this season. I think they've had like 6. It's so stupid and very, very undisciplined from them. But let me not talk too much. Let me not try to say too many bad things about Chelsea. But another result that made me happy today, Barcelona against Frankfurt. If I haven't said it before, I support Liverpool and I support Barcelona, as you can see from the ball arrangement I have here. Liverpool, Barcelona. I will get into why I support both teams later. Maybe not for this video, but Barcelona were losing 1-0 to Frankfurt in the first half. I'm like, this is the Frankfurt that everybody puts 5 past. Even Liverpool, when they were playing rubbish, beat them 5-1. I mean, there was another team that beat them 5-1. I can't remember who it was. But it's like, this team is a team you score goals against. Why are we losing? But, second half subs. Rashford came on and got the assist for Jules Koundé's first goal. I mean, Jules Koundé scored a hat-trick. Emeka, calm down. He scored a brace today, and I'm like, bro, where did this come from? And I think Jules Koundé has been very interesting this season, because I look at him defensively, I'm like, you're not looking the way you looked last season, but, coming and scoring 2 headers, I'm not complaining at all. Fantastic cross from Rashford. Rashford, man, please stay at Barcelona. I need you to stay. Man United haven't treated you well. Amorim doesn't like you. We like you here at Barcelona. We really like you. Stay over. Stay. You are welcome. You are very welcome. You look happy. We are happy with you. It's perfect. Just stay. Anyway, Lamine Yamal also had an assist for Koundé's second goal. Another header. Like, Koundé must have been feeling really happy today with those goals. But, I mean, Barcelona have not had a very good Champions League outing so far, or Champions League campaign so far. So it's important they get these wins here and there. Like, I don't know what the next game is. I need to check again. But, it's time to start winning more games. They're already ahead in La Liga. I think it's with 4 points. Madrid losing over the weekend, which was joy to my life, But, can't wait for Madrid tomorrow as well. But overall, a 2-1 win for Barcelona. Fantastic results. Barcelona is still in the playoff zone. I don't think they're going to leave that zone if other people don't start dropping points. And with only 2 more games for some teams and 3 for some others, it's going to be tight for Barcelona. But I think Barcelona are good enough to get to the round of 16, regardless of whether they go there straight or they have to do playoffs. But then there were some other games in this week, or today, Tuesday. Bayern came back from 1-0 down against, who was it they played against? Wow, my brain fails me right now. It was Bayern Munich versus Sporting. It was in my head. I don't know why it left. But yeah, Bayern Munich came back against Sporting. It was actually an own goal, and apparently Sporting had 0 shots on target in this game. So the fact that they were leading before, Bayern came back in 12 minutes to score 3 goals, that's a very interesting thing. But you can't say that Bayern did not deserve to win this game. Happy for Bayern, bouncing back as well. I don't really love or hate Bayern Munich. Okay, I do hate Bayern Munich sometimes as a Barcelona fan. 7-0 was not fun at all. But yeah, good win for them. And at least their Champions League campaign is back on track. It looks like they'll be finishing in the top 8 for sure. Fantastic result for them. Other results, Kairat Almaty losing to Olympiacos. Very early kickoff in this game. Not surprised there, 1-0. Monaco beating Galatasaray. I'm a bit no, I'm not too surprised. I think these are teams that are not very consistent, and this is the first game where Osimhen has played. I love Osimhen, by the way. I'm Nigerian, so you have to love Osimhen. Like, he's a fantastic striker, but this is the first Champions League game he has played this season and not scored. This is also the first game he has played and they've lost. So they've won three, they've lost three, which is very interesting to say the least. PSV versus Atletico. I'm really disappointed I missed this game because it looked like it must have been a very interesting game. You know, the game ended 3-2. It must have been a cracker. So I'm going to go check this game out later on. Tottenham versus Slavia Prague 3-0. No surprises there. Like, if Tottenham did not win this game convincingly, then you know that Tottenham have a problem. I mean, they also beat Brentford over the weekend, so you can see that, you know, they're maybe getting back in form. I do think Thomas Frank is a very good manager, so if he can find a way to win more games, then that'll be very, very good for him. And I think he's a good manager, so I really want good things for him, except when he's playing against Liverpool. So that's just it. And then the other result, the final results, Marseille beating Saint Gilloise. I mean, Marseille have won their last two games. They beat Newcastle in the last game and they won again today. Mason Greenwood with 2 goals. I don't want to talk too much about Mason Greenwood. I'm not necessarily the biggest fan, but I do think he's a good player, but I'm not going to say too much more about that. But that's about that for today's results. Tomorrow, there's a big game. I know there are other big games, but my focus is going to be on Real Madrid and Manchester City. And now that Mbappe is not fit, could be a tough one for Real Madrid after losing over the weekend. So should be fun to watch. I mean, Madrid versus City is always a fun game to watch. So looking forward to it. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Cheers.